What a great way to experience Lima. Our guide, Andy, picked us up at our hotel in Miraflores. Oscar, our driver, expertly negotiated the Lima traffic throughout the day. Our first stop was Pachacamac, a pre-Inca site south of Lima. Pachacamac has a beautiful museum full of centuries-old pieces. Andy explained the history of the site and guided us around archaeological ruins. The site has stunning views of the ocean. After Pachacamac we drove to Barranco and had lunch at a family-run Peruvian restaurant. The food was delicious. We walked around the neighborhood and got a great feel for everyday life in Peru. After our lunch, we drove to downtown Lima to explore the sights. Andy expertly guided us through the streets, stopping to explain the history and significance of the many buildings, and even a few protesters. We loved the Convent of San Francisco. It was gorgeous. The catacombs were a little creepy, but it was fun to explore. Finally, we stopped at the Magic Water Circuit Park. It was packed with Peruvians, mainly families. It was great to experience it without other tourists. The circuit consists of a movie or light show projected on some fountains. It was fun to watch. We got back to our hotel around 8 o'clock, completely exhausted. It was a great day. Andy was a terrific guide. He knew so much about Peruvian history and the political situation. He was smart and fun. He also helped us find a cheap suitcase to use because my husband's collapsed on our trip. I can't say enough good things about him. My friend and I had an awesome time on this tour. Nico was our tour guide and he did an excellent job. There were many highlights of this tour. The first includes the excellent vehicle we were driven in, which was air-conditioned. The next was that Nico knew so much about the history at the Pachacamac temple. We asked him so many questions and I was genuinely surprised by how much he knew. I expected him to not know the answer to many questions, but he always did. We also loved the Peruvian meal we were provided in Barranco, and were able to taste several dishes while also visiting the Bridge of Sighs and seeing the many murals and graffiti in the area. In the downtown part of the tour, we tasted many types of local alcohol including the famous pisco and were able to see catacombs under the cathedral. Finally, finishing the day at the Magic Waters Circuit was a real treat. Honestly, this was the equivalent of 3+ tours in one and felt like an excellent choice. I would highly recommend this tour to anyone and would love to spend a day with Nico again. Thank you, Nico. Andrea and her driver were outstanding. This tour was awesome and a great way to see the city of Lima. We visited all the stops advertised and feel it was a really great value for our money. The only thing we did not do was learn how to make the pisco sour, but everything else as advertised was visited. I did 3 tours in Lima and each one was different even though there were overlapping stops. Each tour guide gave a different perspective. I highly recommend this tour especially for those of you who are afraid of the idea of walking around in Lima. Do not be. The city is safer than walking around in the US. The highlight was the water fountain show. It was great, really unique and a great day to end a long day.